Welcome back to the channel. Monica Love here, the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for May, and this is going to be a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single person that watches it. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Libra, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the cards for you and pull some advice. Okay, past energy, present, near future. Okay, so your challenge for the month of May, Libra, is the Three of Wands, and the message for you is, I have the energy I need to realize my goals. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. Okay, the Seven of Wands. All right. So your challenge for May, Libra, is the Three of Wands. And I feel with the Three of Wands, you're moving to a new stage in your life with the Three of Wands, okay? You're putting something behind you. You're no longer allowing something to hold you back anymore, okay? Typically in the traditional tarot, you know, with the figures and the people in it, we see somebody who has kind of been on a journey, okay? So the Three of Wands follows the Two of Wands. So for many of you, you've been on some sort of journey in the recent past, and I feel your challenge for May is going to be getting ready to move forward, getting ready to put a lot of things behind you and actually take the leap of faith to make a plan and to move forward, okay? When I clarify, I'm going to get some more information on this for you. In the recent past, you have the Two of Cups, you have the Five of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, okay? So I feel like in the past there was a relationship here, okay, either a marriage, commitment that you were in. There was a lot of conflict, there was a lot of competition. There was also a lot of on and off with you and this person. There was major changes that happened in the past between you and this person. Fives for me are major changes, and they're usually changes that happen outside of our control, okay? So a lot of changes happened here. We'll clarify this in a moment. In the present moment, Libra, you have the King of Swords, the Star, and the Two of Wands. So here you are at the center of your reading, okay? And the message for you is, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision, okay? So in the present moment, for many of you, you're making decisions, and I don't feel like this is one decision. I feel like it's maybe multiple decisions in regards to your future, in regards to the path that you're choosing to take in your life. We're going to get some more information on this for you. In the near future, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like in the near future, for many of you, what you really don't see happening is a new opportunity, okay? There's a brand new offer. There's something here that you're being rewarded for. You're being recognized for something here. But at the same time, there's also something that you need to release yourself from, possibly in the near future. And you have the Queen of Cups here. It could be some very loving person that's entering into your life. Maybe this is you. Maybe it is your person, okay? We're going to clarify and we're going to see. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands, the Lovers, and the Eight of Cups, and the World. So there's definitely some sort of significant relationship here that, you know, there's a cycle that's ending here. For some of you, you're walking away from a relationship, or you're emotionally detaching from a specific person. For some of you, you're getting a lot of resistance from a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So let's do some clarification, Libra, and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, so the first card I'm going to clarify for you is your challenge for May, which is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is clarified by the Two of Cups in reverse, the Temperance in reverse, and the Nine of Swords. For many of you, there's a lot of fear, okay, in terms of achieving something in your life. It says, I have the energy I need to realize my goals. A lot of you have some sort of goal that you want to achieve. Maybe it's something in regards to traveling. Maybe it's education, school. For some of you, maybe it's a relationship. I definitely see here a relationship failed, okay? A relationship failed. And even though you remained or tried to be very patient with this person, it has created a lot of anxiety for you. So I think your challenge for May is to kind of transfer your thought process from this failure, okay, whatever failure. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be something that you were dedicated to that failed. And now you're on a different trajectory. You're moving into a different direction is what it's telling me. And you have the Nine of Swords here. So to offset this anxiety and fear that you have, your challenge has a lot to do with you realizing some sort of goal or goals that you have. I'm really getting decisions and goals that you have to make for May, which is going to change your perspective on things completely. So your challenge has a lot to do with recognizing what hasn't worked in your life and then transmuting that energy to look forward to the future and move forward and not allow things from the past to hold you back, okay? So this is what your challenge is for May. Now, in the recent past, I'm going to clarify the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like in the past there was a promise, okay? I don't feel like this was you. It could have been your person. Someone here promised in the past that things would be different in the future. There was definitely a lot of on and off with you and this person. One minute you would leave or they would leave and there would be this energy of abandonment for quite some time. Lots of competition, a lot of back and forth energy, and every time you and this person tried to have a new beginning, there was always something that led this person to leave or to abandon the situation altogether. So nothing was really ever consistent with you and this person in the past, is what this is telling me. Let me clarify the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Tower. Yeah, so it's like every time, again, it's saying the same thing. Every time you and this person tried to come out of this place of ignoring, sometimes you would ignore this person, or they would ignore you for, short periods of time. And it was like, okay, yeah, we'll get over it. That's fine. We'll go back to where we need to, it was always like that, right? A very on and off connection here. Another thing that I'm seeing in the past, and I usually don't like to spend a lot of time on the past, but it's showing up here and I have to mention it, Libra. For many of you, there was a Tower moment that you kind of seen in the past or you saw in the past that there was a Tower moment, things were breaking down between you and this person, but a lot of you didn't want to see this, or you tried to overlook the situation, okay? So lots of on and off here in the past. New beginnings and then not having new beginnings is what I'm seeing. So in the present moment, you have the King of Swords, okay? I'm going to clarify the King of Swords in a moment. There's a very important message for you, so I'm going to clarify this. This is your energy, okay? It's about a decision that you have to make. And let's clarify the Star, okay? What do you need to know in the present moment in terms of what's going to happen in the near future? Because the Star is all about your future. What is the message here for Libra? Okay, so the Star is clarified by the Two of Wands in reverse, the King of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of you are down on yourself, okay, in the present moment is what I'm getting. I'm getting a very pessimistic vibe. If you look at this person, King of Swords King of Swords is showing up twice in your reading in the present moment. So what this is telling me, there's a very pessimistic vibe. A lot of you are in your head about the future. You're like, yeah, but what's going to happen in the future? You know, and what this is leading to, and you have to be very careful, because whatever you're thinking, you're actually creating your own reality. And I think a lot of you already know that. The Wheel of Fortune's here in reverse. So even though you still have a choice in terms of choosing which path you want to take in your life, some of you already feel defeated, okay? Two of Wands in reverse. But the point that I'm trying to make for many of you right now is that your future is in your own hands. Look what this says. It says, I focus on what I want and make it happen. Two of Wands. So ultimately, what the universe is saying in the present moment is that even though things have failed in the past, don't compare the past to what could potentially happen in the future. Because where you're at right now is in a place of feeling defeat. And that's only manifesting and creating things that you don't want. Okay. So what is the important message that you need to know right now in the present moment with the King of Swords? So the King of Swords is clarified by the Devil in reverse, the Strength, and the Page of Cups. For many of you, you're giving up on love, or you're just not really focused on love anymore. You're giving up. I'm really getting that with the Strength here in reverse and the Devil in reverse. A lot of you need to, I feel in the present moment, the message, I'm getting more advice and messages in the present moment for you rather than just telling you what it is. For many of you, if you are feeling depressed, or there is some sort of energy of melancholy and just feeling defeated, there's something here about you needing to recognize what you need to eliminate from your life, because there is a decision in the present moment that a lot of you need to make. And the decision that you're making, it's very similar to the Aries reading that I did just a few days ago, actually a day ago. You are choosing which path you want to take. Whenever the Two of Wands shows up, it's you choosing. You have a decision. Nobody is forcing you, okay? You could choose to go in this direction or that direction, okay? But if you remain being in this place, Libra, where you are feeling defeated and you're creating this defeat in your mind, it manifests in the outer realms, okay? So what happens for you in the near future? Let's see. In the near future, you have the Queen of Cups. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Magician, the King of Pentacles, and the Chariot in the near future. For many of you, you're manifesting someone into your life. It could be someone who is very emotionally available to you, someone who's very financially stable. You're manifesting this, okay? Because what you're doing, Libra, is you're taking your power back. In the present moment, you're recognizing what is leading you to feel defeated, and in the near future you recognize the power that you have with the Magician here, okay? Because in the near future there is a potential for you to be in this place of feeling stuck. I release myself from self-inflicted binds. Exactly what I've been saying. And look, it's showing up in the near future. So a lot of you need to recognize, okay, what are you holding on to in the present moment, whether that's emotionally, physically, mentally. You evaluate your life, you're going to know. Emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. What is it that you need to eliminate? Okay, because in the near future, there is a choice to either be the Magician or to be in the Eight of Swords energy. Let me clarify the Eight of Swords in the near future for you. Why the Eight of Swords in the near future? So the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Death. Yes. In order for you to have a happy and successful union, which a lot of you are seeking, there is something about you needing to go within yourself and find balance within yourself. Okay? There's definitely something here that's going to be coming to an end, which is you sabotaging. okay? Or you holding yourself in this place of being in your mind, okay? A lot of you, all throughout the reading, what I've been getting is a lot of you are experiencing, and it's not going to be for everyone. It's very specific. This reading's very specific this week, okay? Some of you are in your head and it's creating a lot of depression. I'm getting depression, anxiety, fear of the future. But what you need to let go of is the self-sabotage. Eight of Swords for me is a self-sabotaged energy. And again, you're going to have a choice. That's the beauty of life, free will, right? So in the near future, I do see an opportunity coming in for you if you believe. There's something about you needing to believe. Tell me about this opportunity that's coming in for Libra in the near future. So the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Cups. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. In the near future, you're going to have an opportunity to dedicate yourself to something. Could be a marriage, could be a relationship. That's going to happen after you start to put things in perspective with yourself, okay? The Nine of Cups is about you focusing on yourself, loving yourself, putting yourself first. That's when the opportunity comes, okay? Because what is directly in your 7th house is Aries, which is self, okay? So when you start to put yourself first, when you really start to focus and hone in on the things that you need to develop within yourself, that's when this opportunity comes in. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the 7 of Wands and the Lovers and the 8 of Cups. There's a situation in your life that, you know, the cycle's over. You know that already. You know the cycle's over. So why continue to hold on to it? Release it, focus on yourself, and allow the new opportunity to come in. All right. Let's get some advice for you, even though I've given you advice already. Let's get some more advice. Little bit of a complex reading, Libra, for you this May. What is the advice? So the advice here is the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Cups, excuse me, in reverse, the Temperance in reverse, and you have the Page of Wands. So for many of you, you're being called right now. The advice here is to be open to new opportunities. You are getting the signs and symbols and the communication coming in, directing you to move into this new direction. You have the Temperance and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now is not the time to start anything new, okay, in terms of love. Take your time, again, focus on yourself, focus on this new direction that you're headed into, perfect yourself. The Page of Wands is all about a new beginning. It's about communication, but it's also about being a student, okay? You're still perfecting some sort of passion that you have. Allow yourself to develop, and that's when love is going to come in. That's when things are going to happen for you. Try not to rush new love is what this is telling me. Even though it's there, take your time. All right. So Libra, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.